Let's just say theoretically, there's a pandemic and you're stuck inside your house and you're losing your job and your wedding is up in the air because everyone's locked in their houses and can't go out, and you might want to cry about it. These are the products you can use.
Hey guys! So today I'm gonna do a quick video on how to have literally a waterproof face. Yesterday I had a quarantine meltdown, ugly cry, literally the whole 9 yards. I got ready, I don't know why, I just did, with nowhere to go. And literally had a breakdown, and afterwards I was like, why'd you even get ready? You're gonna have tear streaks in your makeup, like you're gonna have to just take it all off, like what a waste of time, right? And I looked at my face and I'm like, it doesn't look bad. Like you couldn't even tell I cried. So I wanted to get on here and post kind of like a talk through of all the products I used. I actually have all these products and purchased them recently for my wedding, which is end of May.
Maybe.
I'll also post a shoppable link for you guys, so you can just kind of go in and buy what you need, I think. Okay, so first things first, we're obviously gonna start with a clean face. Make sure everything's off, and I'm just using the Neutrogena makeup pads or wipes.
They're clearly wipes.
So this is one of my Holy Grail primers. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. We're gonna put that all over the face. Some people will tell you to keep it in your T-zone. I put it everywhere, including eyelids, under eyes, pretty much everywhere but my neck. It has a real velvety finish to it, so it kind of makes your skin feel like literally amazing. Super smooth and soft. This is gonna make your foundation sit really nice, even if you have a drugstore foundation. If you have a high-end primer, it will make the drugstore foundation look 10 times better, because it's really gonna fill in your pores and make your skin look flawless. And this one does a really good job of that. Another one that I like, high-end wise, is the Benefit Professional. That one is super similar. So once we have that on, this is my Holy Grail foundation. Again, this is what I'm gonna be using for my wedding. So the foundation is the Makeup Forever HD. Since we're in quarantine, this one's a little bit dark for my skin right now, but it's all I have, so we're gonna make it work. If you like kind of a more dramatic contour, it's kind of pretty much okay to have a foundation a little darker than your skin, because it'll help the contour pop later on. The biggest thing about this is it's not cakey. It has a pretty much medium, I'd say, coverage, but it's buildable. So you can kind of just keep throwing it on and it's never gonna look cakey. And once it dries on the face, the finish is literally crazy. Like, it looks so good. It looks like skin. It doesn't look like makeup. And again, if you're putting this on top of a nice primer, it's gonna look really, really, really pretty. And it stays really well. Again, kind of the whole point of this video is you can cry your eyes out and this isn't gonna move. Moving on to concealer, I posted this. Again, this is the Tarte Tape Shape. This is definitely a Holy Grail of mine. For this one, again, I like to go for a little more drama when it comes to my contour, so this is gonna look hella light. This is in Light Fair Neutral. But again, we're gonna blend it in really well. And once we contour with powder, it's not gonna look so dramatic. So this one, the reason I like it, first and foremost, and probably why a ton of other people love this one as well, is it's not gonna crease on you, especially if you're setting it correctly. So it's really creamy. When you're blending it, the product doesn't pick up, off your face. It sets really nice, and it's really good if you're using it for contouring purposes, which I do. And again, just one more quick note about the color. If you want to really brighten up the under eye area, that's another reason why I go pretty dramatically lighter. I want my eyes to look awake and bright. I don't want to look tired. And again, it just helps with the contour. Okay, so now that we have everything blended in the way we like it, the Holy Grail setting powder that I use, I think I used this in the previous video, but it's the Derma Blend. translucent powder. We're gonna take the Beauty Blender again and just kind of dip it in and set. And just basically go everywhere we just put that concealer so it locks it in place. So I like this one because I've used translucent powders in the past that just kind of pick up the product. So it's like you put your concealer on and then you set it, but once you brush off the powder, it almost like takes the concealer with it, or just changes the color. Like it just doesn't work. So this one doesn't pick up product. It sets it really nice. It's gonna make kind of give your pores and your face in general, I'm really sorry you guys, a flawless kind of photo finish look. And typically I leave this on for about a minute, minute and a half. Sometimes I'll do my eyebrows while this is setting. Yeah, so a minute and a half, let it sit, and then we're gonna wipe it off here in a second. So now that we've been sitting for a minute, you're just gonna take a big fluffy brush, doesn't really matter what it is, and we're just gonna kind of lightly brush this away. And I kind of like to drag it up around any areas that I didn't just set. For example, I'm brushing this up and out, so it kind of, the leftover will kind of set and make the rest of my face look really nice. So now you've pretty much set your entire face. Your concealer's not gonna move, your foundation's not gonna move, and that's what we want when we're crying about quarantine. Since I'm doing kind of a half face right now, what I'm gonna do is a little bit of contour with a powder. So I'm just gonna contour the slightest bit to give my face a little more definition, and again, to break up all of the color differences going on right now. It'll kind of pull everything together. So what I'm gonna go in with is my Hoola bronzer. I believe this is also one that I used last time. I'm kind of just a fan of powder bronzers, and this one blends really well. Some bronzers don't blend well. They make you look muddy. This one doesn't. So I'm just gonna kind of sloppily, again, this isn't too much to give some definition to my face. It's just to make myself look a little more alive, I guess. I should note, since we're kind of paling it up right now, you can drag this down. Again, with excess product, you don't want to dip your brush and then do this, because then you'll look kind of crazy. And then, real quick tip is doing the underside of your lip. It makes your lips look a little bigger. We're just gonna blend this out. So again, light hand. Don't apply too much pressure or else we're gonna start scooting stuff around. I'm gonna scoot up and do my eyebrows. Holy Grail is the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. I'm using medium brown, and that's mainly because I tend to change my eyebrow color with whatever my hair color is. I just put on falsies. If you plan on crying through quarantine, I don't recommend putting on falsies. I just don't plan on crying today. These are the Ardell 113s that I always talk about. It's just enough, but not too much. Even for just like future reference, these are the shit. Alright guys, and then the last part of this whole thing, which kept my face super waterproof, in addition to everything just being really good quality, this is going to set everything in. So I used this last time in my last video. It's the Morphe setting spray, continuous setting spray. This is not expensive. I think it's actually like 14 bucks, if that. So we're just gonna not spray that in our mouth. Give it a once over, let it dry, and you're all done. So now you can cry your eyes out during quarantine and still look nice.